I say, my dear, to make it clear. I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion's a long-lost cause, can never win. The civilized world accepts his unforgivable sin, and he's talking out loud with that need librarian, such as Marian. Ladies' dance committee meets Tuesday nights at the high school. Madam Librarian. Marshmallow.
Just a minute here. Are you soliciting?
Oh, why?
You haven't got a license.
Why, no, Martian. Why, I collect door handles. This one's got a Pacific...
Flattery will not
code
avail
for
you.
this-
Soliciting is statutory in this county. Malfeasance without a permit. Why haven't you been down at City Hall with your references?
Oh, why, I just missed you, Mr. Mayor, the spread of your little finger.
What?
Oh, it's hereditary.
Oh, it is. What does that mean?
Well, it means your son's little finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve on a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good?
Good? It means that America has at last produced an artist who can flugel the minute waltz in 50 seconds.
Where can I get one of those horns?
Oh, sign right here, Mr. Mayor. That'll be $17 import fee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just think, I could have missed this whole entire
Thing.
I haven't got any son, you unscrupulous flew-by-night! You unflipulous! You be down at City Hall with your papers by 3 o'clock.
You mean this afternoon?
I couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a Quaker on his day off.
Mrs. Peru, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't think that I understand you entirely, Professor.
Oh, why, if your boy has those same slender cheek muscles and that firm chin, by George! Oh, well, not that he could ever really be great, you understand.
Is that so? And in the name of Saint Bridget, why not?
Oh, well, you see, all the really great cornet players were Irish. Oh, Clark, oh, Mendez, oh, Klein.
But, Professor, we are Irish.
No. Oh, I know, that seals it. Mrs. Peru, your boy was born to play the cornet. Sign here. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more, payable due till the opening of band practice. Well, thank you. Oh, and I'll need the measurements for the boy's uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son. Why, yes, of course, his uniform. Not a penny due until installment, which gives him 4 weeks to enjoy, to anticipate, to imagine. No cost whatsoever. Never allow demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitement of today.
Would it have
Oh, a stripe. Why, of course, my boy. A wide red stripe running down each side. Now, how does that sound?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. But if you can get him to play in the band, you'll have St. Michael's own way with you. And if anybody can do it, I bet you can. Out of a crowd, I'd pick you. For a hod-carrying, clay-pipe-smoking, shamrock-wearing, harp-playing, Mavourneen pinching, Terrace Hall minstrel singing Irishman. Big gob and big jabbers, where you from, my boy?
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Where?
Gary, Indiana? In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Indeed, Gary Conservatory, gold medal class of '05. Oh, how to do, Miss Peru?
How to do, Mr. Hill?
Peru, of course. I thought the name sounded familiar.
He wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
But Marion, he might have his father's musical gift. He does have my jaw, you know.
Oh, your husband's musical. I'd love to have a talk with him. I'm sure that we would get along
Do you
quite
barge
fantastic.
into everyone's home like this? Prying into personal affairs? We're not interested.
Marion.
Well, now that's 1 for and 1 against. Why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. That's all the more reason why your brother should have
My
something
brother
like this.
is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And as for your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Now, Miss Marion, you surely don't think I've been trying to trick you in any sort. I get the feeling she likes the idea. Oh, a little cautious, perhaps, but I admire that in a woman. She keep me alive, and I'll be back at the end of the week.
Professor, about Winthrop's uniform, I make all his clothes. Sleeve, 21, waist, 18, crotch, 14.
Oh, fine, fine. I should be getting back to the hotel now, if you'll excuse me.
Professor, you'll have to excuse Marian. She's
Don't worry. I'm sure deep down she's as lovely as herself. Good day would approve.
Good day.
Tommy, Papa and Mom are sitting right there in the bank. Ye gods.
Well, then meet me after supper.
I can't. It's Epworth League night. Meet you where?
The footbridge.
You see, isn't that just what I said? Last time the lumberyard and now the footbridge. And where are you gonna meet me after that? The black hole of Calcutta? Ye gods.
I just want to show you my invention.
What invention?
The music stand for the marching piccolo player. It has a few flaws, though, see? When you hold it tight enough to keep the music steady, it cuts off the circulation, and you can't feel your fingers. And meanwhile, you could go blind.
Tommy, it's Papa.
Is that the first thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
Yes, the very first thing I said, or I'll eat hay with the horse. Get that spellbinder's credentials, morning of July 4th, 1912. And now look, my wife is off dancing at any and all hours instead of in the home.
But George!
The school board is singing up street and down alley instead of tending to city matters. And my oldest daughter is boodling around with some wild kid, and my business has fallen off so far I can't find the balance sheet.
Mr. Mayor, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
His who?
His university.
Oh, I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can get out of him. Gary Conservatory, class of '05.
Well, if you read a little about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look much further. It's on page
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon's coming up from the depot.
A likely story at this hour of the day. Nonsense. The Wells Fargo wagon.
Could be the band instrument.
The band instruments.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be.
I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday.
In March, I got a gray Mackinac.
And once I got some grapefruit from Tampa. Montgomery Ward sent me a bathtub and a cross-cut saw.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. A prepaid surprise with COD.
It could be curtains or dishes. Or a double boiler. Yes, it could be.
Yes, it could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be.
Something special.
Something very, very special now.
Just for me.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. I wish I knew what he was coming for.
I got some salmon from Seattle last September, and I expect a new rocking chair. I hope I get my raisins from Fresno.
The DAR have sent a cannon for the courthouse square.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming now. I don't know how. I can never wait to see. It could be something for someone who is not religion, but it could be something special just for me. It's the band instrument.
Here's your cornet, Winthrop.
G my cornet. Thanks, Professor.
Men, we'll all receive individual instruction in due course. Until then, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and remember, think. A minuet in chi da da di da, La-di-da, la-di-da.
Sister, isn't this the most scrumptious follicle thing you've ever saw? I've never saw anything so scrumptious as this follicle thing. Oh, sister.
Round one for you, Mr. Hill. But I better hear some by God tootin' out of them horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you over at the grand jury in front of the county seat. Now, Miss Marion, about that book.
Come, George Tempest Fugits.
You watch your phraseology. Get along if you want to. I gotta get something from the librarian about that book.
The ladies' dance committee meets Tuesday nights at the high school.
Lovely ladies. Now turn. Take the body with you. Lovely. Now, let's have a go at our Grecian urns. One Grecian urn. Oh my. Two Grecian urns.
You know you're wrong.
And a fountain. Trickle, trickle, trickle. Splendid, ladies. I predict that our Del Sarte display will be the highlight of the ice cream sociables. All right, gentlemen, if you're ready. And remember, ladies, and don't make me tell you again, always keep your face to the audience. All right, Mr. Dunlop.
It's you in the sunrise, it's you in my cup.
It's you all the way into town. It's your sweet hello, dear, that sets me up.
And it's your got to go, dear, that gets me down. It's you on my pillow in all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words could be saner or truer or plainer than it's you? It's you.
Smile, ladies.
Yes, it's you.
Oh, yes, it's you.
Please kiss Mrs. Shittle half my neck, Wolf.
Mr. Washburn, we're entitled to 5 more minutes.
You think you can handle these kids? You go ahead.
Let's start her up, Mr. Washburn. What do you see the new steps that Professor Hill taught us?
All right, what'll it be?
The shaboopy!
Now, a woman who kisses on the very first date is usually a hussy. And a woman who kisses on the second time out is anything but fussy. But a woman who waits on the third time around, head in the clouds, feet off the ground, she's the girl you're glad you found. She's your shaboopy, 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 shaboopy.
A girl is hard to get.
Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
But you can win her, yes.
Walk her once just to raise the curtain, then you walk around twice, it makes her certain. Once more in the flower garden, she will never get sore if you beg her pardon.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
Squeeze
Squeeze her once when she is, and look at if you get a squeeze back, that's fancy curtain. Once more from the flower garden, she will never get sore if you beg her pardon.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, do.
Now little Sal's little gal that anyone could see. Look at her now, she's a go gal who only goes for me. Squeeze her once when she is, and look at if you get a squeeze back, that's fancy curtain. Once more in the flower garden, she'll never get sore if you beg her pardon.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, do.
Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
The girl is hard to get.
Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
And you can't win her yet.
Oh, okay.
Your daughter and I going steady behind your back.
Why, you?
Oh, we'd rather do it in front of your back, but,
Do what? Never mind.
Zanita's scared of you, but I'm not. I'd hate to have your own daughter scared of you, Geely Clown.
I'm gonna warn you once more. If I ever catch you touching my daughter again, I'll, by God, horsewhip you till hell won't have it again.
Now, George!
Not one poop out of you, madam.
I think he means peep.
Yes. Now get out of this public place.
I've enough right to be in a public place as anybody.
Right. How do you get any right around here? Aiding and abetting to the swindling activities of the simple spellbinding salesman? You know what I see written all over you? Reform school. Now get out. Get out, you wild kids, ya.
But please, it's Capulets like you make blood in the marketplace, ye gods.
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Go home. Eulalie?
Yes, George.
You tend to your dance.
My dance.
I'll handle with Zanita taking up with wild kids from the wrong side of town.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me now from cover to cover for a whole week, and I haven't found a thing.
Mr. Mayor, if you could please
And I'll
just...
settle your hash as soon as I get these premises off my oldest girl. Yes.
All right, but until then, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. That kid's got the confidence of every kid in this town, and you'll be waiting in line to shake his hand after our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beards. And I'll tell you one thing, my fine young feathered young. Never mind. J.C. Oliver, Heward Olin. I want that man's references, and I want him tonight. Don't let him out of your sight. He's slippier than a Mississippi sturgeon.
You mean you want us to get his credentials?
Get his papers or get him in jail. I couldn't make myself any clearer if I was a button hook in the well water.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shin has behaved abominably, and I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, no, that was nothing.
Yes, it was.
Oh, no. Man can't dodge an issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man only 500. Unfortunately, the mayor was already pretty mad on account of the billiard parlor. And I suppose a recommendation from an authority like yourself would help. But I could never think of asking you to do such a thing.
Why, Professor Hill,
You would?
I'd be glad to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop's cornet.
Ah, yes, his cornet. Mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine, but you see, he never touches it. The first week or so, he made a few, experimental blats,
Yes,
I guess
blats,
you'd
yes.
say. And he sings the minuet and G-da-da-da-da.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
But you see, he never touches the cornet.
La-di-da. Well, you see,
He
that's...
tells me you told him it wasn't necessary.
Well, that's
He
just
tells
all
me
the-
about some think system. If he thinks the minuet in G, he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor.
Now, Miss Marion, Think System is a revolutionary new method, I'll admit. But so was Columbus's conception of the egg, a globe, Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Oh, now I cannot discuss these things out here in public, but if you'll allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week?
Pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little, tick, 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 talk a lot, pick a little more.
Miss Peru, we just came to tell you that you're the type of woman that we want on our Del Sarte committee.
Oh, and you were so dear to not dance in the shapoopy with Professor Hill. You dance like a fairy princess with the moon before your floor. Yeah, the golden shimmer in your hair and silver shoes for the world to see. I know that you will soon unfold a forgiving heart as pure as gold. Here, or a woman's heart should be.
Fairy princess, moonbeam floor, golden shimmer, silver shoes, now unfold, heart of gold. Here, where a woman's heart should be. The professor told us to read those books, and we simply adore them all.
Chaucer! Rabelais!
Balzac!
Cheep, 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 cheep. Pick a little, talk a little, cheep.
Oh, sorry, Professor, but we got our orders. We all been deputized.
Ah, congratulations, men. Now, let's see, I've tried to give you fellows my credentials all week, but you've always seemed to get off topic somehow. I have exactly what you want upstairs. Just take me a minute.
Oh, sorry. Afraid I'll have to go along with you.
Oh, fine, fine. Just let me see if I can find my key. What's this? It's a testimonial from Madame Marini, the only female bassoon player to ever ride the Red Path Circuit. Her stage name, of course, Lyda Rose Quackenbush.
Could I see that for a minute?
Oh, stay just like the old name, just like the old song. Never forget it. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose.
To get the sun back in the sky. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lyda Rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Lyda Rose, oh, won't you be mine? Lyda Rose, oh, Lyda Rose, oh, Lyda Rose.
Dream of now, dream of then, dream of a love song that might have been. Do I love you? Oh yes, I love you, and I'll bravely